Were there black prophets from the ones that were mentioned to us? And we will find actually a few names that are household names, names that we read in the Quran. One of them, historically speaking, is Sulaiman alayhi salam. Sulaiman alayhi salam is biblically described as having dark skin. Okay, Bani Israel was not, they had various colors, historically speaking. Why? Because their origins were different. Some of them had Arab origins, some of them had some Egyptian origin, and so on and so forth. Sulaiman alayhi salam is biblically described as having dark skin, for example. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam comes from the lineage of a black woman. Who is that woman? Hajar alayhi salam. Okay, so that's actually the lineage of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam himself. Musa alayhi salam, the man who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke to directly, Kalimullah, the man who the Quran speaks about more than any other human being in history, subhanallah, Musa alayhi salam. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam did not just say that he was black. We're not even talking about biblical athar. We're talking about the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He said that Musa alayhi salam, when I saw him, he resembled the people of Az-Zut or Shanu'ah. Az-Zut and Shanu'ah were the two darkest tribes amongst the Arabs. So the Prophet ﷺ said Musa alayhi salam had the blackest skin. He was not, that's part of the problem with Hollywood imagery. Like Musa alayhi salam does not look like Christian Bale. All right. He doesn't look like, and even the older movie, the Ten Commandments, right? We have a certain image of Moses that's in our heads. Musa alayhi salam looks nothing like that. Okay. So Rasulullah ﷺ is saying when I saw him, and some of the ulama, they pointed out that the Prophet ﷺ was saying that to the Sahaba, not only just to describe them physically, because he did do that ﷺ for some of the prophets, but also to show them the superiority of Musa alayhi salam despite the color of his skin. That there is no man, subhanallah, that is praised more in the Quran and spoken about more in the Quran than him. So if you have a problem with people who have darker skin, you have a problem with Musa alayhi salam, then you have a serious problem with the Quran, and you have a serious problem with faith altogether. So subhanAllah, how can a racist be a Muslim then? How can a racist be a believer? How can a racist say he loves the Quran? When Kalimullah, the one who Allah spoke to most, is a man who was dark, extremely dark, as the Prophet ﷺ said.